One engine was burning. Passengers were screaming. Red emergency lights were flashing across the glass walls. And I was trapped inside the world's first glass airplane. A few minutes earlier, this transparent aircraft felt like the future of air travel, a luxury flight, a dream above the clouds. But now, the same glass cabin that looked magical felt like a prison in the sky. And as the aircraft shook violently, one terrifying thought entered my mind. Was this really happening? Or had I made the biggest mistake of my life? After 6 detailed Excel tutorial videos, let's take a short creative break before we move into our next practical Excel session and explore more AI technology. Here is a cinematic AI generated story to refresh your mind. Important note: this story has never happened in real life. It is not related to any real person, airline, aircraft, company, or incident. The story, video, visuals, scenes, and concept are created using AI for entertainment and learning purposes only. Before the story begins, ask yourself one question. If someone offered you a seat on a futuristic glass aeroplane, would you take it? And if you're learning Excel, exploring AI tools, or enjoying creative technology like this, subscribe to the channel and stay connected. Now, let the story begin.
It all started during my holiday. After a month of work, stress, meeting, deadline, and endless phone calls, I was finally away from everything. No office pressure, no urgent email, and no client meetings. Just peace. I was sitting near the window of my hotel room, holding a cup of coffee, watching the morning sunlight spread across the city. The sky was clear. The view was so beautiful. For the first time in a long time, I felt relaxed. Then suddenly my phone started ringing. At first, I ignored it, but it rang again. When I looked at the screen, my heart dropped. It was my boss. His voice was serious.
There is an urgent assignment. The client meeting has been moved forward. You need to return immediately.
I looked outside again. Only a few minutes earlier, the view had felt peaceful. Now it felt like something I was about to lose. My holiday was only halfway through, but suddenly it was over. I packed my bag quickly, changed my flight date, checked out of the hotel, and rushed outside. As the taxi pulled away, I looked back at the hotel. It felt like I was leaving a dream behind. At first, the route was clear. I kept checking my time. If everything went smoothly, I could still reach the airport. But then the taxi slowed down. A few minutes later, it stopped completely. The road ahead was packed with cars. Horns were blasting everywhere. Buses, taxis, trucks, and bikes were stuck in a long line. My heart started rising. I asked the driver what happened.
Heavy traffic, sir. Maybe road work or an accident. We may be stuck for some time.
Some time? I did not have some time. Check-in was closing soon. If I missed the flight, I could miss the urgent meeting too. Finally, after a long delay, the traffic started moving. The driver rushed as fast as he could. When the airport appeared in the distance, I felt little hope. I grabbed my bag and ran inside. People were walking calmly around me, but I was running like my whole future depends on that flight. I reached the counter, breathing heavily. The staff checked my ticket. Then she said,
I am sorry, sir. Check-in is closed. We cannot accept passengers now.
I froze. I had missed my flight. Anger filled my mind. I was angry at the traffic, angry at the short notice, angry that my holiday had been ruined for nothing. I stepped away from the counter and took out my phone. I was about to call my manager and tell him the bad news. But before I could press the call button, I heard a calm female voice behind me.
Sir, are you traveling to this destination?
I turned around. A woman in a silver airline uniform was standing there. Her uniform looked different, elegant, modern, almost futuristic. She said,
We have an inaugural flight to the same destination. It is leaving soon.
I asked, what makes it different? She smiled and said,
This aircraft does not only have small oval windows, the entire aircraft cabin is made of transparent reinforced glass.
I stared at her. A glass airplane? She nodded.
Yes, sir. You will see the sky, the clouds, the city lights, and the world below you from every direction.
It sounded impossible, but I had to reach my destination, so I accepted. She took me to a spacious check-in counter. The staff helped me recover the money from my missed flight, then gave me another surprise.
Sir, we will help you recover your unused ticket amount.
Because this is our inaugural flight, we are upgrading selected passengers to business class.
I could not believe it. A few minutes ago, I had missed my flight. Now, I'm holding a premium boarding pass for a mysterious luxury flight. When I reached the boarding gate, I saw the aircraft outside. I stopped walking. The plane looked like a crystal bird standing on the runway. Its transparent body reflected the airport lights. The wings glowed softly. The wet runway beneath it shined like a mirror. It was beautiful. It was futuristic. And somehow it was frightening. At the entrance, an air hostess welcomed me warmly.
Welcome aboard Crystal Horizon 1, sir.
The moment I stepped in, I forgot everything. The cabin was breathtaking. The walls were transparent. The ceiling carved above me like a clear crystal. Even the parts of the floor looked like a glass. I could see the runway below my feet. I could see the airport lights around me. I could see the sky from every angle. It felt less like entering an airplane and more like entering a floating glass palace. Then the captain's voice came through the speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first flight of Crystal Horizon 1. Tonight, you are not just traveling to a destination. You are experiencing the future of air travel.
The engine started. The aircraft moved forward, slowly at the first, then faster and faster. Through the glass floor, I could see the runway lights rushing beneath us. My heart was beating fast. I felt wonder. I felt fear. I felt excitement. Then suddenly, the ground disappeared. We were flying. The city lights below looked like golden stars. Clouds surrounded the aircraft like white mountains. Because the cabin was transparent, it felt like we are not inside a plane at all. It felt like we are flying freely through the sky. After some time, I explored business class. The lounge looked like a luxury hotel in the sky. Soft leather seat, warm light, a quiet bar area, glass walls showing endless clouds outside. Then I saw something impossible. A swimming pool inside the aircraft. The water was calm, glowing under the soft blue light. Cloud passed outside the transparent wall. Staff member asked,
Would you like to try the sky pool, sir?
I smiled. How could I say no? I stepped into the warm water. For a moment, I felt like I was living inside a dream. I was swimming thousands of feet above the ground. Clouds moved slowly outside the glass wall. The light reflected on the water. Everything was calm. Everything was silent. Then, suddenly, bang! A loud explosion shook the aircraft. The water crashed against the side of the pool. The light flickered. Passengers screamed. Red emergency lights flashed across the cabin. An alarm started ringing. For one terrifying second, I did not understand what had happened. Then, an air hostess came running toward me. Her calm smile was gone. Her face was full of fear.
Sir, please come out immediately. We have an emergency.
My blood froze. I looked outside through the transparent wall. My heart almost stopped. One of the engines was on fire. Flames were burning violently in the dark sky. Sparks were flying into the air. Smoke moved across the glass like a shadow. The aircraft shook again. The captain's voice came through the speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. We are experiencing a technical emergency. We must land immediately.
Panic spread everywhere. People were crying. Some were praying. Some were holding each other tightly. The small glass aircraft that felt magical a few minutes ago now felt terrifying. I could see the fire. I could see the cloud. I could see the darkness below. There was nowhere to hide from that fear. I rushed back to my seat. My hands were shaking. My breathing became heavy. I fastened my seat belt and gripped the armrest tightly. The aircraft suddenly dropped. Everyone screamed. Red light flashed again and again. The glass cabin shook violently.
Brace! Brace!
I closed my eyes. I thought about my family. I thought about my unfinished holiday. I thought about that mysterious airline lady. Why did I accept this flight? Why did I trust an airline I had never heard of? The sound became unbearable. The engine fire grew brighter. The aircraft shook harder. Then everything went wild. Suddenly, I heard a familiar voice.
What happened? Why are you breathing like that?
Wake up!
I opened my eyes. I was not in a glass aircraft. I was in my bed. My forehead was covered in sweat. My heart was racing. My hands were gripping the bed tightly. My wife was standing beside me worried. She asked, "Were you having a nightmare?" For a few seconds, I looked around silently. No aircraft, no fire, no airport, no emergency, only my room. Then I started laughing. She looked confused. I said, "You will not believe where I just came from." She asked, "Where?" I smiled and said, "From the world's first class airplane, with business class, a sauna, a swimming pool, and one burning engine." We both laughed. Then I told her the whole story: the boss call, the traffic, the missed flight, the mysterious airline, the transparent aircraft, the luxury business class flight, the sky pool, and the terrifying airline emergency. As I told the story, even I could not believe how real it had felt. The next morning, I checked my phone. There was no missed call from my boss, no urgent meeting, no cancelled holidays. My vacation was still safe. I smiled and walked to the window. A normal airplane was flying high in the morning sky. It looked peaceful, ordinary, and real. But deep inside, one question stayed with me. What if one day a glass airplane really appears? And what if someone invites me to board? Now I want to ask you, if you are at the airport and a mysterious airline offered you a seat on the world's first glass airplane, would you board it or would you walk away? Write your answer in the comment. And if you enjoyed practical Excel learning, AI tool, and a creative technology experiment like this, Subscribe and stay connected because next we'll return to practical learning, fresh, focused, and ready to explore more Excel and AI together.